Hi, I'm Lorraine. Welcome to the District Yoga. For today's practice, we're going to get in a quick one for the glutes. We're going to touch into the glutes and the hamstrings, and hopefully along the way build a little bit of a sweat. Go ahead and get started on your mat in tabletop position. So find your way to all fours, wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we're just going to start out with a nice little stretch for the back of those legs. Right leg's going to lift up and long, so as if you were going to come into a spinal balance, but we're going to bring that right foot to the outside edge of the left side of our space. So we're going to bring the foot to the left side of wherever you are, and then that left knee still staying rooted on the mat, and we're just going to start to pulse as if we were pulsing that heel back up towards us and pulsing it back, pressing and flexing through the toes. So just find a little movement here as that right foot is reaching towards the left side, palm still planted on the mat. Breath still steady. You might feel this in the outer left glute here as well. So just a little touch for 3. Last 2. Take one more inhale. Press the heel towards the back of your space or the side of your space. And then come back to that previous pose. Leg extended long. Set it back down, tabletop. Maybe wiggle the hips out. Again, you might have felt that on the left glute there. So right knee's going to stay, hands are going to stay. Left leg up and long behind you. Find the length through the crown of the head. And then once you're ready, we're going to bring that left foot to the right side of your space. Again, toes come to the mat. Press that heel back. And then again, we're going to find this pulsing back and forth. Just like coming up onto the tiptoes as if you were standing, coming onto the tiptoes. You could have a bend in that left knee if you needed it. And we're just pulsing for a couple moments, a couple breaths. Breathe here, feeling that again, maybe in that outer right glute. Breathe as we touch into that glute med. And then press that heel away, really pressing firm. Stay there, last couple moments. Once you're ready, come back to previous pose. Inhale that left leg long. Exhale, set it down. Wiggle those hips out. So just a little touch of what we're going to feel today. Let's get right into it. From this tabletop position, extend the right leg back out long. And then this time we're going to bend through that right knee. Flex the right foot as if you're pressing that foot up towards your ceiling. You're going to stamp your foot up on that ceiling here. And we're going to pulse this up and down. So just find a pulse that feels right up and down. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like to go. Find it here for 8, for 7. Really pressing into the earth. 6, 5. You might already start to feel this, especially with that stretch we just did. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, set it down. If you need to shift the hips back, you can. Otherwise, you can find a nice wiggle before we switch sides. So once you're ready, left leg up and back. Flex through the toes, and we're going to bend through that left knee. And again, we're flexing the toes as if we're going to stamp that foot up to the ceiling. And then again, finding a pulse that feels right up and down. Finding that activation, finding the breath. Long spine, core engaged. Last 5. Just pressing that foot, stamping it up on the ceiling, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the left leg long. Set it down. Just shift back. Maybe a little child's pose. Maybe wiggle the hips here too. All right, let's move right on. Coming into tabletop again, step the feet back. Find that upper push-up position. Engage through the belly. Feel the feet press back. Take one more inhale, and then lift the hips up. Come into that first downward facing dog. This should feel nice for the back of those legs. Pedal the feet out. Shake the head. Whatever kind of feels right for you as you breathe in and out of that nose. Just settle in a couple moments, a couple breaths, maybe 3. If you'd like to find some stillness for 2, that might be nice. Last one, pressing the chest back. Beautiful. Let's move right into our flow. Right leg's going to lift up on the inhale. And then step that right foot through. Come onto the ball of the back toes. Really press through that right foot as you come into that crescent lunge. Breathe here. Root down through those feet. Lift up through the upper body. Find that activation through that back left leg. Belly turned on. Arms reaching. Breath steady. And then we're going to find a nice little pulse here. So from this crescent lunge, we're going to start to straighten that front right leg, bend at the elbows, open the chest, open the heart. Stay here a couple moments. Really press that right foot, the right toe into the mat. Breathing steady. We're going to flow that a couple times through. So on your next inhale, come a crescent lunge again, bending the knee, reaching up. Straighten the front leg, open the arms out, bend the elbows. Rebend, inhale, straighten and open. 2 more, inhale it up, straighten and open. Come back in, reach up, straighten and open the arms. We're going to come back to crescent lunge, noticing that back leg, right? Feeling it there. Lean the upper body forward. We're going to stand up, left knee comes into the chest, arms maybe float down, flex through the left toes. Breathe here. Find a steady and strong base through that right foot. Steady and strong, breath with you. From here, reach the arms up if not already. Send that left leg back. Find a third warrior balancing on this right foot again, except now that left leg is reaching long and back behind you. Arms could be reaching back too, or you could bring the hands to the heart. You decide, breathe. It's still a little early. We're not that warm, but we will get there, I promise. Last inhale. Hands down low to the mat. Find a standing split. This should feel good for that bottom right hamstring. Left toes reaching, breath still with you. Just here for 3. Last 2. Inhale, toes up. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back in. Half lift on an inhale. Fold back into the legs. We're going to find a chair pose. Bend through the knees. Arms are going to sway up, reach up, find your chair, Utkatasana. We're just going to build a little bit of heat. So pulse up and down for 5. Beautiful for 4. Belly turned on for 3. Pressing through the feet, lifting through the upper body for 2. And 1. Chair pose. Inhale, forward fold. Feel that in the back of the body, right? Those glutes turned on, hamstrings too. Half lift on the inhale. Plant the hands, step back, jump back, float back, your vinyasa. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Let's try that all on the other side. Left leg lifts up. Inhale. Step the foot through. Step it through. Ball of the back toes. Root to rise. Once you're ready, find your crescent lunge on this side. Strong and steady through that lower body. Lifted through the upper body. Breath with you. So the benefit to the other side is you know what's coming, right? So we're going to find that little pulse. Inhale for crescent. Straighten that left leg, arms out wide. Maybe a little bend through the elbows. Stay here. Just feel this shape. A little element of balance as well. And again, we're going to get a couple rounds just like that. So picking up a little bit of pace. Rebend, crescent lunge, inhale. Straighten and arms wide, exhale. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, we open and straighten. Inhale, 2 more. Open and straighten. Rebend, inhale. Open and straighten. Back leg really feeling that, right? Rebend the knee, arms up. Lean it forward, shift into that left foot, knee into the chest, hands come down low, flex through the right toes, breath still with you. Stay here, we're going to find that balance on the left leg this time. On the inhale, swim the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, send that right leg back. Find your third warrior, take flight into what we call Digasana pose, breath steady. Whew. Find the balance on that left foot. Feel that bottom foot work in the ankle as you find the stability. Last couple breaths. Inhale, chest long. Hands down low to the mat. Find your standing split. Breathe here. Just for a couple moments. Feeling that hamstring stretch. Inhale, toes up. Exhale, forward bow. Dive in. Half lift. Inhale. Plant that hand. Step back, jump back, float back. Heart's going to shine. Downward facing dog, breathe it out. That's going to be our flow. Really the majority of class today. Right leg sweeps up. Step the foot through. On the inhale for crescent lunge. Straighten that front leg, arms wide. Just 2 more. Inhale, rebend. Straighten and open. Rebend, inhale. Straighten and open. Rebend, come to crescent, lean it forward, knee into the chest, lift that left knee up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, send it back. Third warrior, breathe out. Stay for a breath in. Hands to your mat, standing split, huge breath in. Forward fold, dive it out. Halfway up. Hands to your mat, step, hop, float it. Inhale. Downward dog, left side, lift it long. Step it through. Inhale for crescent. Straighten and open the arms wide. Rebend, inhale. Open the arms wide. Reach it back up. Straighten that front leg. Come back to crescent, inhale. Lean it forward, shift into standing, knee to chest. Arms rise up. Send that right leg back. Third warrior, massive breath in. Hands to your mat, standing split. Huge breath here. Forward fold, dive it out. Halfway up. Plant the hands, step or float it. Your vinyasa. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Last round, we're just going to add on to this. Right leg draws long. Step through. Inhale, rise. Straighten the front leg, arms wide. Find the stability. Rebend. Straighten the front leg, arms wide. Last one. Straighten and open. Rebend, inhale. Lean it forward, knee into the chest. Left knee comes in. Use that core. Arms rise. Send that left leg back. We're going to stay here in this warrior 3. We're going to add on here. Bottom leg strong. Breath still with you. Notice the back toes. I'm going to point my toes. I just like the point here. You could flex them. We're going to start to pulse that left leg up and down. You could have a micro bend in the bottom right knee. We're just going to pulse for 5. Beautiful for 4. 3. Yes. Glutes working for 2. And 1. Listen up. Knee comes back into the chest. Inhale. Yes. Bottom leg working. Yes, I can. Come back to third warriors. You breathe out. Stay here. Huge breath in. Bend through the bottom knee. A little relief coming. Come to crescent lunge. Just stay. Whew. Breathe it here. Strong and steady. That sensation should be dissipating from the right leg. If it isn't, you could straighten the leg a little and come back into crescent when you're ready. Inhale, rise. Hands to your mat. Find a vinyasa. Lower. Back to downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Whew. Stay here. Just take a little time to notice. Notice the right side. Maybe any differences from right to left. Maybe there's a little more sensation, a little more heat, a little more circulation. Notice that we're going to just get that on the other side here. When you're ready, left leg draws up. Step it through. Find your way to crescent lunge just like before. Straighten that front leg, arms wide. 2 more. Inhale, reach it. Straighten the leg, arms wide. Come back in. Straighten the legs, arms wide. Last time. Rebend crescent. Lean it forward. Shift into standing. Knee into the chest. Arms are going to reach up. Inhale. Third warriors, you find your way. Stay here.
Again, you decide if you're going to point or flex through the toes here. Find the balance. And once you're ready, we're going to pulse it up and down. Finding a little pulse and a little activation through that left leg this time. Beautiful breathing. Use your core for 4, 3, 2. If you fall, come back to meet us. Last one. Listen up. Stand up. Knee back into the chest. Yes, I can. Arms up. Come back to that third warrior. Whoo, feeling it on that left leg. Inhale. Rebend through the bottom knee. Come into crescent lunge. Arms rise. Stay. Breathe. Feel those legs working. Feel the breath with you. Inhale, reach it up tall. Hands to your mat. Step back, lower slow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Press the heart back. Step or hop, top of the mat. Half lift, we're almost there. Forward fold, dive in. Stand up, reach up tall. Bring the hands to the heart space as you breathe out. Stay here, maybe the eyes close. Feel the sensations. Feel the heat, the circulation, the movement, the muscles. And then we just breathe. Bring the hands down by the side bodies, palms face forward. If you'd like to bring the hands to the hips, you can. I'm going to turn to face you just so you can see. We're going to bring the feet about hips width. You could bring them closer if you'd like. And we're going to lean onto the left foot here. So lean the weight onto the left foot. Just start to hover the right foot here. And then just start to bring it forward and back in a pace that feels right for you. Using your core, activating there. Again, we're just going forward and back, kind of like a pendulum swinging. Forward and back, feeling that glute med on the left leg working. Last couple forward and back. We're going to change it to sideways, so once you're ready, left to right. Still balancing on that left leg. Whew. Feel that outer seam of the left leg working for 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that right foot down, hands by your side. Just notice. You're probably feeling that sensation on the left side. Maybe notice if the feet feel any different. We'll switch sides for that. Take a breath in. Breath out. Shift the weight to the right foot once you're ready. Maybe the hands to the hips. Hover that left foot. And then again, we're just going to rock it back and forth, finding that little swinging, that pendulum here. And then here, the right leg, right glute finds some work, right? Some heat that will build some energy to that area. Last few breaths, forward and back. Again, a pace, a rhythm that feels good for you. Last 2. And 1. Staying balancing on this right foot, coming to the side this time, left to right. So bringing it out and back in, out and back in. Again, a pace that feels good. Whew, I'm definitely feeling it on that right outer glute. Breathe here. Belly engaged. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that left foot down. Hands come down by the side body. Eyes close. Last thing here, at the top of your mat, reach the arms up. Hands to the heart space. Breathe out. Bend through the knees, come into that chair pose one more time, just like the one we had before we started to flow. Find a pulse up and down, active through the bottom body, active through the belly. Feel this shape. Again, even the quadriceps turn on, arms reaching. If the hands reaching up is too much, you could bring the hands to the heart. Last 5. Last little bit for 4, 3, 2, chair pose, squat low, forward fold, dive it out. Whew.
Feel that stretch of the back of the body. Let the head just hang. We're going to get one last vinyasa. Half flat back. Plant the hands, step back, jump back, float back. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, last downward facing dog of the class. Feel the back body, that posterior chain. The hamstrings, the glutes. Press it back, inhale. Set the knees down to the mat. Scoot the legs off to the side. We're going to come into a seat, reaching those legs out long in front of you. And we're just going to come to a nice seated forward fold. So a couple shapes to end. We'll stretch out those places that we worked. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold in. Maybe grabbing the feet. Maybe grabbing the shins. Finding a depth that feels good. This should feel nice for the backs, those legs, the hamstrings. So just fold into your degree and stay here a couple moments, maybe about 90 seconds here. Just breathing. Definitely touched into the glutes there, the hamstrings as well. Nice supporting muscle for that area. Just breathe. Using your breath to slow it down. If you're feeling this in the low back, you might want to place a bend through the knees. That might assist with any tension you might be feeling in that area. Especially if you have tighter hamstrings, where you tend to feel a lot in that low back. See if you can just melt in these last couple breaths. Huge inhale, find a little length through the crown. Exhale, bow in. Slow as you need. Climb your way back up. We're going to keep the left leg out long. We're going to bend through the right knee and bring that ankle right over that quadricep, so that left quadricep. So it's almost like this figure 4 shape that you're creating. And right away, you might already start to feel this in that outer right hip here. Just kind of find a shape that feels good. If you'd like, you can stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can just crawl down that left leg. Again, finding a place that feels good for your body today. If it's too much, you can always bring that right foot to the inner thigh and find a Janusirsasana here. So find something that feels good. Adjust to a degree that feels the best for your body today. And then just stay and breathe. Let yourself just melt in. No judgment, no expectation. Not going to be here as long. Let's say 5 more breaths. Massive inhale. Bottom belly exhale. Stay as you let that release. Slowly climb the upper body up. If you're in Janusirsasana, plant the foot down to the mat. If you had that ankle over the quadricep, extend the leg long. Maybe windshield wiper from side to side those feet. And we'll just switch sides. So again, decide which variation you're going to come to. I'm going to come with that ankle over the quadricep here. And then again, maybe a little length through the crown of the head.
Maybe crawling down the length of that right leg, finding a depth that feels appropriate today. If you're in that Janusirsasana, finding yours, that left foot would be to the inner right thigh. And again, just stay and breathe wherever you are. Noticing if you're trying to resist the shape in any way. Last couple. One more huge inhale. Exhale out there. Slowly climb the upper body up. Releasing that left leg out and long, and then scooting your way into a Shavasana. Finding rest where it feels right. Maybe that's just extending the legs out long. If you want a little touch for the inner thighs, the hips, you can bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open for a nice Supta Baddha Konasana as you come into your final resting pose. Just allow yourself to get heavy. I invite you to stay a little longer. Find the rest that you need. Otherwise, thank you for showing up and sharing your energy with me. Namaste.